The internet's number one on the World Wide Web. iLIVE Radio.
In a world where nothing is certain, only music can help you to find the right way. The way you should follow today. This way will take you to the best genres of music from around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome DJ Jairzinho.
He is my testimony. He is the reason I sing. He is the reason I live, the air I breathe, the words I speak. He's the Alpha and the Omega of me, the sponsor of my free, the resurrection of my lost captivities. He is the protector of my heart, the only one who can recast my start. He is the water for my growth, the supporter of my hope. He is DJ Jairzinho.
Mr. Sim's Old Sweet Shop, 135 High Street, Bromley, full of good old-fashioned quality sweets and an abundance of choice. Follow us on all social media at Mr. Sim's Bromley. Download our free app for your smartphone.
We say a good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and good night, respectively, whatever time zone you're in. It's your host with the most, DJ Jairzinho, in the building right here, iLIVE UK. How you all doing? Hope so you've had a blessed week, whatever you've done. And you know, the sun came out in London, UK today. Yes, it's back. Don't know how long for, but it is most definitely back. So big up all those people that's appreciate loving it right about now. In today's show, we got a special guest. You might have seen him just pop up on your Facebook, all those Facebook followers, all those Facebook people that follow us on iLIVE UK and iLIVE Radio. He popped up in the background. So watch out. Special guest inside on iLIVE UK Luvfreeness Radio Show this evening. Watch out for that in just a little while, or when he decides to come in. Let's get through some fundamentals before I kick off and relinquish some great independent sounds on you. So if you're locked in for the first time, welcome aboard. All the www.iliveradio.com/iLive-UK. If you want to speak with me this evening, or you want to speak with my special guest and you're London bound, all you got to do is call this number 0208 638 8503. That'll get you straight through to the studio, okay? We're going live over TuneIn and also the iLive Radio app, which is downloadable from the iTunes and the Google Play Store, okay? On the TuneIn app, simply look for iLive Radio UK. On iTunes or the Google Play Store, just type in iLive Radio. Going live over the web, all the w's.iliveradio.com. We're everywhere. And if you've got one of those devices, you know, those Amazon Echo things, just simply say, Alexa, play iLive Radio. And it'll do just that. Okay? So tonight I'm going to give you the business. We're going back in time, inside the present, and inside the future. And don't forget, a little bit later on, it's all about the ladies' seduction selection. So share the link, spread the link. Don't be selfish. We're going in, okay? Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's do it, y'all.
We've been oppressed for so long. We've been held down for too long. We've been through the fire. We've been through the floods.
internet radio station around. iLIVE Radio, the new social network. Social network. Social network. Social network.
'Cause we know one day, yeah, oh yeah, your son is gonna return. Oh yeah, have mercy on us. We wanna be saved, yeah. Save us from the fire. Oh Lord, won't you save us, yeah. Save us, Lord. Save us from the fire. Save us from destruction that's coming down. Save us from the fire. Oh Lord, won't you save us? Save us, Lord. Save us from the fire. We've been shot down. We've been knocked down. When we try to build up, we tear down. We're feeling hopeless, and that's why I'm down on my knees, yeah, asking for you to help us. 'Cause we know one day, yeah, oh yeah, your son is gonna return. Oh yeah, have mercy on us. Save us from the fire. Oh yeah, have mercy on us. Save us from the fire. Oh yeah, have mercy on us. Save us from the fire. We wanna be saved, yeah. Save us from the fire. My life is a testimony. My heart is an open vest. My will is the part that yields to your will. My walk is the way you lead. My talk of the words you feed. My praise is the sweetest sound to your ear. Hallelujah. 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 We worship you. We worship you today. Hallelujah. 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 We worship you. We worship you today. I live 'cause you have allowed. I give 'cause you showed me how. I'm here as a testimony to you. Hallelujah. There's no place I'd rather be. There's no other God for me. There's no other name I'd give all the praise. Hallelujah. Oh yes. Hallelujah. 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 We worship. We worship. We worship. We worship. Hallelujah. 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 We worship. We worship. We worship. We worship. Hallelujah. 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 We worship. We worship. We worship. Hallelujah. 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 We worship. We worship. We worship. We worship you today. Hallelujah.
Giving you some
We give you glory.
blessings inside today as we kick off inside Luvfreeness Radio Show. Sunshine in down on you, wherever you are, near or far. Hold tight, all the people that never got to go to worship at any time during the week. You know, we bring it right here on a Thursday. Half an hour inside. We give you a blessing. Monique Walker, track entitled We Worship. Kicking off with Jay the producer, a track entitled Save Us, taken from his 2018 album AD, After Deception, one that you definitely need in your life, Send a big shout out goes out to all those that are locked in via the website right now. You've got some special names on there, so a big shout out goes to Anna, Old Tight Chan, Cora, Earl, Yvonne, and all the other silent listeners. Hold tight all the Facebook crew and the Instagram crew, and all those that's on Alexa right now. Try it out, give it a try. Say, Alexa, play iLive Radio. You never know. You never know. You're definitely going to get us. 100%. You can hear my voice coming through. So we've got a special guest inside. He's going to be coming on the microphone in just a little while. So I'm going to play one more for you, and I'm going to bring him inside. Okay, special guest. I'll tell you. Here's some more gospel for your mind, your body, and your soul. Two sisters going at it back to back. Lachelle and Latrice Griffin. Listen to good music. Played right here, iLive Radio, iLive UK, changing the way you listen to radio.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
Why must we hate on one another? My brother, my sister. We used to pray for one another. My brother, my sister. We need each other just to make it. Come on now, let's not fake it. My brother, my sister. Love each other's more. Do you remember? Love each other's name. Do you remember? Yeah. Let's take it way back. Introducing my sister Latrice. Sing it, girl. Why must we hate on one another? My brother, my sister. We used to pray for one another. My brother, my sister. We need each other just to make it. Let's not fake it. My brother, my sister. So many people crying, children dying. Time is torn apart. We need each other. So they bring us back as one. Yeah. On each other's bones. Sitting on each other's bones. Waiting on each other's hands. Whoa, way back when. Yeah. We were sitting on each other's bones. Waiting on each other's hands. On the backyard side. Way back.
How incredible is that? Two sisters doing it the way they only know how to. Lachelle and Latrice Griffin. Way back when gospel really mattered. Again, big shout out to all the crews locked in this evening. Welcome, iLive UK, the Luvfreeness Radio Show with your host, DJ Jairzinho. Got a special guest with me this evening. How you doing, sir?
What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on, mate?
We welcome back right here to the UK London DJ sessions.
You all didn't see the weather change when I came back.
Bruv, you know, when I looked up at the sky, you arrived, when did you arrive? Yesterday?
Yesterday morning.
Yesterday, and the sun kind of came out. It didn't stay out for too long.
Nah.
But today...
You know why? Because I'm here, innit? Of course it's not going to stay out.
So, listen, it seems like you've been on Facebook and people's been seeing you going all around the world right now. So
I wouldn't say all around the world. I was really just, yeah, that's true. I was kind of traveling a little bit.
Yeah, you were traveling quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, admittedly, I was traveling a bit, but, you know, it's what it is.
Okay, all right. So were you bringing in for us right here at iLive UK today?
I don't know. You're interviewing me, not me interviewing you.
No, I want to see what you got in the bag, man. Because you always got some bombs inside there. So I want to see some bombs thrown out tonight.
Listen to me, yeah. I'm here. I arrived yesterday. I'm still suffering from jet lag.
Yeah.
All right. My working hours have changed, obviously, because I've changed time zones now. So I'm working 2 till 10. So I was working inside the studio.
Hold on. I thought you worked on every time zone.
No, man.
Weren't you the one that made up the saying "Team No Sleep"?
Listen, it's Team No Sleep right now. Why are you trying to be bright for? What's going on? Anyway, I'm just trying to get myself acclimatized to the UK time and all that kind of stuff. I'm here for the remainder of the month, so kind of excited. It's great to see the final. Because the last time I came, it was in April. That's right.
And it was just a shell, basically.
Yeah, it was an empty space. So to see what you guys have done, I've seen the pictures and all the stages of building the station out. But coming in here and seeing what the iLive UK team has worked really hard, and it's a really fantastic space, man. It's like great energy. I love it. It's great.
Good. And we've had a few artists that's come through here as well.
Like who?
Singers and they've loved it.
Like who?
So Gina P was up here.
Yeah, my friend Gina.
So big shout out to Gina. Gina, from Canada. Gina's always locked in. Even had Michelle Orman from Hook and Co. She was up in here.
Yeah, that's right.
Big shout out goes out to them girls over there in Toronto. And we had the Doing Numbers tour, who was over in Europe.
Right.
They came through, represented as well. And a few other guests inside. So listen, we're just building up the repertoire and getting loads of artists to come through and feel what's going on right now.
All right. So when are you going to interview me then?
I'm not going to interview you.
What?
What are you want to interview for?
Man, I put up on Facebook that you're going to interview me. And hi, Sandra. I put up on Facebook you're going to interview me. And you're going to interview me.
Okay, all right. So let's
do
it.
No, hold on. What the hell, man?
Who wants to hear an interview with DJ Sessions and DJ Jairzinho?
Why are you going to ask a question like that? Just interview me and be done with it, innit?
All right. So DJ Sessions, you've been doing a lot of stuff in Antigua. I know you set up the Songwriters Retreat. I spoke to who was it that I speak to recently regarding this? Can't remember, can't come to my head. But you set that up and you had some artists out in Toronto out there. How did that go? How do you feel that went?
Oh, the overall experience was fantastic.
The overall experience.
Oh yeah, man. It was one of those crazy ideas I had, and we actually pulled it off. And it was primarily, most of the group were from Toronto. We had Zoe from the US. He joined us for a couple of days, and I think like 5 or 6 songs came out of that, and they're working on some stuff right now. So it's good. Like it was good. It was good to connect these artists. They all live in the same city, but some of them had never met before. Some of them knew each other. Some of them haven't met before. Yeah. But it's created this kind of camaraderie right now where they're all kind of working with each other. So it did its job. Okay. You know what I mean?
And we saw a lot of the pictures that you posted up where...
We talk about me floating.
No, I don't want to know about you floating.
It's a major achievement, man. I can't swim, but I learned how to float. Shouts out to the guys for that. But yeah.
Okay, so you learned to swim out there. Major achievement for you.
No, float. I can't swim.
What do you mean you can't swim?
I can't swim. Which part of it you don't understand?
Okay. Right. Anybody wants to teach DJ
No,
Sessions
I don't want to learn. I don't want to learn either. No, I'm good.
So listen. You're on a ship.
Right.
And it's going down.
I'm drowning.
Lord have
Standard.
mercy.
Why am I even going to mess around and say, I'm going to pretend to get out of there. If you're on a ship in the middle of the ocean, you ain't going to survive anyway, so you might as well just go down with the ship.
Well,
and
a
be done with it.
couple of them did do it back in the days of the Titanic. You know what I mean? They found a door, and they just floated in the door.
You watch too much damn films, bro. That's what you do.
You could do it. Mate, you could swim it.
No one floated on no damn boat. They're going to lifeboats. That's how they got saved. No one floated on a damn door.
All right, well.
That's for effect.
Well, if anyone wants to teach DJ Shazam how to swim, he's available.
No, I don't want to learn how to swim.
time.
Anyway,
Yes,
whatever, continue.
yes. Right, so what have you been doing? Give us an update on what you've been doing regarding iLIVE music in itself. Because
All right, yeah. So just to give you a quick breakdown, a quick history lesson, should I say. iLIVE Radio Toronto was officially born 4 years ago. And then we had the idea, silly idea, or great idea of doing iLIVE UK and getting Jairzinho to head up iLIVE UK. We really wanted to be able to separate the branding out and have like an overreaching organisation that kind of strategizes and helps with the development of both properties. So we created iLIVE Music. But iLIVE Music encompasses not only the radio stations, but it encompasses our festival division, the iLIVE Soul Fest. It also encompasses a record label, which is iLIVE Music. That's already under there. And we shout out to Ray Robinson. That was our first release. Did really well in the UK. So we're really trying to pull everything underneath one kind of umbrella and trying to give a uniform branding and direction for everybody, right? So that's my job now, because I don't actually do the day-to-days anymore. I kind of like provide advice. I've done my bit to do that.
and a great bit that you've done.
Well, it's not bad.
No, it's good.
No, it's not bad. It's not good yet.
It's going to get better.
It's going to get better.
Yeah.
Right. The moment you say I'm good, then you're not going to progress. to what you need to do, right?
No. Well, I mean, it's good as it is at the present moment, but it can be a lot better, and it will be a lot better.
Oh yeah. I mean, but from a branding and how we positioned ourselves inside the market, I think we're doing a good job.
Indeed. And we've got a big major event happen up in September.
Yes, sir.
The very first Soulfest Lounge UK.
Right. Do you want me to give you a history lesson on
Give me a little bit of history on the Soulfest.
On the Soulfest Lounge.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Soulfest Lounge was created in Canada when we were leading up to our 2018 Soul Festival, iLIVE Soul Fest. And we wanted another way to be able to market the festival. So once again, stupid idea that I had. I said, well, why not we put on a monthly event where we can invite people that sing soul music and soul music appreciators to come down to a location, which was DW Alexander. Shouts out to them. That was our previous home. And we took the opportunity to actually showcase some of the artists that was going to be on Soulfest, right? Because a couple of them from the States, and we had a lady from Montreal run a Sia. People had never seen her. So give an opportunity to get familiar with their music before we hit the festival. And it worked really, really well.
Okay.
We even kind of added to that by doing like an open mic or open audition kind of thing, where we had like local singers come and say, look, come perform, you'll be judged, and then in the end we'll pick a winner, and that person will be able to go on to the Soul Festival, which also worked really well. So in terms of our strategy for the UK, because we're now known for the iLIVE Soul Fest and iLIVE Soul Fest Lounge over in Canada, I said, you know what, why don't we take the opportunity to champion UK soul music the same way we champion Canadian soul music out there, right? So because we've built relationships prior, we sent a couple of artists over to perform at the Hideaway. We partnered with Independent Hype, which is Anthony Outcast. Shouts out to you, my friend. And we've taken the opportunity to also partner with a couple of other radio stations.
Indeed, yeah.
In this process. Shouts out to Raw Soul, groundbreaking, Flow Radio. Yeah. Shouts out to Starpoint and to Solar. Right, so they're all kind of got involved in this very first one, and we have the wonderful, wonderful privilege of bringing in Shayla Prosper, who's a UK artist, and it's going to be her first time performing at the Hideaway.
Yeah, that's right.
Which is a big thing for her, right?
A massive thing for her, yeah.
So we're really happy about that. And Ray Robinson, who I talked about earlier, off the back of his success of his single, had the opportunity to perform at We Love to Party.
That's right.
Down on the south coast that weekend. So we thought, hit two birds with one stone. So the person that's going to be supporting Shayla is going to be Ray Robinson. So he'll be at the Hideaway on that night. So it's going to be a great, great night. Get your tickets because they're going really, really, really fast. 26th of September.
Yep, Thursday the 26th of September to be precise. And if you do not know where to get your tickets, and I'm sure you do, you've heard it in all the ads, it's hideaway.co.uk. All right, make sure you get your tickets. All right, don't go too far. We're gonna
going anywhere, mate.
Yeah, we're gonna continue talking. We're gonna play some more music in the meantime. Between time, it is 9:30 of 9 o'clock. We're gonna drop 2 or 3 more inspirational soul, and get back to DJ sessions. Check this one out. This is brand new from Megan Rice. Big shout out, God, to Megan Rice anywhere you are around the capital. This is doing really good on the UK scene right now. Take a listen.
This is Megan Rice, and you're listening to iLIVE Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
It's all about love for you. Soon as you step into the room, yeah, I feel like you're letting me read your mind. I'm your bride and you're my groom. Oh, this love was crafted before the beginning of time. I've always been here. I've always been here. I've always been on your mind. And I hear you say, who you are, what I do. It's all about love for you. Who you are, what I do. It's all about love for you. Who you are, what I do. It's all about love for you. Who you are, what I do. It's all about love for you. To be together like the earth and the sea, we complement each other. You've left your words on my lips, and I can feel your hand on my heart. See, we will never be apart. And I hear you say, it's all about thanks for another day, another opportunity to say things I sometimes forget to say. This morning I woke up, stretched, and gave you thanks for another day. This is Camille Christine, and you're locked in with DJ Jairzinho.
What's up, people? This is Camille Christine, and I just stopped by to big up DJ Jairzinho, who always supports independent artists and their music.
Fire, baby.
Said it speaks peace to my soul. You inspire me. You're the reason why I do what I do. This morning I woke up, stretched, and gave you thanks for another day, another opportunity opportunity to say things I sometimes forget to say, like thank you for giving me life, strength, and health, for the power to create wealth, and the family that you're giving me, and for giving me, Lord, I love your love. Soothes me, moves me, said it speaks peace to my soul. You invite me, inspire me, you're the reason why I do what I do. Holds me, and it covers me, lifts me up, gives me hope for tomorrow. Molds me, shapes me, I know you love another, I will never follow. Feed me your love daily, with your word you renew me, restoring the virtue that goes out of you through me. Your purpose for me has me so overwhelmed that you consider me a vessel worthy to be used and receive your love. Soothes me, moves me, said it speaks peace to my soul. You invite me, inspire me, you're the reason why I do what I do. Holds me, covers me, lifts me up, gives me hope for tomorrow. Molds me, shapes me, I know you love another, I will never follow. Soothes me, moves me, said it speaks peace to my soul. Invite me, inspire me, you're the reason why I do what I
Giving you some inspirational soul for your mind, your body, and soul. Before this, we gave you a Camille Christie track entitled Your Love from the album The Answer, taking you back to 2010, I believe. Wow. 9 years ago. Jeez. Feels like yesterday. Underneath us now, an instrumental kind of mix from myself, DJ Jairzinho. Hope see you all good, nice and dandy. Just approaching 20 minutes to the hours of 10 right here in the UK, iLIVE UK. Big up each and every one. DJ Sessions is with us this evening inside iLIVE UK, all the way from Antigua via Canada. So it's good to have him. He's going to be with us throughout the evening, in and out, shaking it all about as he does, and giving you loads of information on what's happening right here on iLIVE Radio. Let's go in this direction. Got a special shout goes out to Chris, who said, Jairzinho, this particular refix is one of the best that he's heard. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. If you are an artist out there and you've got music and you want it to be heard right around the world, all you got to do is drop us a line, music@iliveradio.com. That's music@iliveradio.com. If you're a budding independent artist out there and you know you need your music to be circling around the world, please do send it to us, okay? Don't forget, we are on our studio number 0208-638-8503. If you want to go live with DJ Sessions and have a talk with him, give us a call. Again, I say that number slowly, 0208-638-8503. Want to say a big shout out goes out to our Shaq D, our sponsors, Mr. Sims Old Sweet Shop over there in 135 Bromley. Big your status up. Let's go into it, Jairzinho. Long time since I brought a Reggae's Got Soul. Let me give you this one. Old tight Chris, this one's yours. Blackstreet.
you got an attitude and you're not in the mood like you used to. Girl, I can feel it when I hold you in my arms. The feeling is not the same. Can I be the one to blame? I don't wanna lose.
Could you possibly rewind and come again?
Okay, let's do it again. Inside the Rockin' Time Refix, Blackstreet, Before I Let You Go. Come on. Easy to cruise, that's loving this one around the world right about now. iLIVE UK, doing it Luvfreeness way. Let's go.
Lately I've been thinking something's going wrong. 'Cause you got an attitude and you're not in the mood like you used to. Girl, I can feel it when I hold you in my arms. The feeling is not the same. Can I be the one to blame?
Reggae's got soul.
I don't wanna say bye-bye. Oh, no, no. True love is so hard to find, and it's right between your lips and mine. And mine. Before I let go. Can I get a kiss? Baby, boy, can I get a kiss tonight? Ooh, baby. Listen,
Jeez! Do it, yeah! Inside this heavy refix. All type the crew skanking out this evening. Rock away!
tell me who that nigga is. If it ain't a party, then it's dinner. Never had a trouble, it must be official if I get involved. Quarter pound of fire burning daily. Harder to remember, getting harder to remember. I've been doing enough to drive me crazy. I don't think my mama's gonna save me. Maybe I'm not flying, but I'm floating. If we're not headed to the top where we're going, 2 miles an hour, can you picture me rolling? 'Cause life is so much better when you live in slow motion. Pardon me while I elevate. May not be on time, but I'm never late. Blazing like the player that you wanna be. Flavor like your baby mama cup of tea. See the company I'm keeping now. Feeling like I'm dreaming, I keep feeling like I'm dreaming. Don't come around if you don't be around. I've been the man, you believe me now. Maybe I'm not flying, but I'm floating. If we're not headed to the top where we're going, 2 miles an hour, can you picture me rolling? 'Cause life is so much better when you live in slow motion.
Sounds of Sir Devils inside the Rockin' Time Refix. Like it? Love it? Good. Reggae's got soul, I told ya. Here you go, rockin' time. One spliff, they say. There's the original. 1:45. No time to waste. We still got some fantastic music to take you up to the top of the hour.
iLIVE Radio, supporting independent artists from around the globe.
Wrap your ears around this one, people. Victoria Washington is the name. Track entitled Misty Blue.
It's been such a long time since I could get you off of my mind, baby. Just the thought of you turns my whole world misty blue. And oh, baby, I should forget you. Heaven knows I tried.
Really feeling this one, I tell ya.
'Cause baby, I got the blues.
Off the EP Love Note 2019 press.
Oh, honey. Just the mention of your
Easy the Heartage crew, loving it.
turn to flicker to a flame. Listen to me, sweet baby. I think about the things that we used to do. And my whole world's misty blue. And oh, baby, I should forget you. Heaven knows I tried. Ooh, I hit the block with my crew. Just to forget about you. 'Cause baby, I got the blues. I got the blues, got the blues.
I'm going back to the west side, at the best side, where the sun is glowing, shaded underneath a palm tree. Shades open, I can still see. Ooh, it's like paradise to me, so free. I'm everywhere you wanna be. Yeah. Radio playing a selection station. Susie had straight to the back, so cool. Radio playing a selection station. Susie had straight to the back. Alright, slow through the streets so they know I'm I let the window down and they always play. I'm screaming from the bed to where they like we know what's everything that is changing.
Taking me back down memory lane. Eman Europe, alongside Starro. This track, when it first came round, gave me goosebumps. Keep your eyes and your ears open. Lots of new stuff coming from Iman Europe later this 2019. Before that, Misty Blue, the EP Love Note, available everywhere right now for 2019. Victoria Washington, independent artist out to the United States. Can't remember what state she's from, but I'll get the information for you, do not worry. A few more to throw in your direction. Artists that you need to be looking out for, artists that you need to be listening to. Make a note of this one. Goes by the name of Emawk, E-M-A-W-K. This track right here is phenomenal. DJ Sessions, take a listen to this one.
Love like long ago. Last time we were you. Oh, now we're the same but different. Less time hiding out. More time in the rain. More time on the road. Something about going. It's not too late PM. Thunder under our skin. Lightning all in our eyes. I like and you like, so we.
When the music is hot, we have to take it from the top.
You thought it was a new tune, innit? I know listeners out there thought this is a new tune. Never heard this before. This tune is back from 1998. Who says we can't revitalize the old tunes? Bringing them back, dusting them off, and playing them for you. The iLIVE crew.
Love like long ago. Last time we were you.
Off the album All the Feels.
Oh,
Emawk.
we're the same but different. Less time hiding out. More time in the rain. More time on the road. Something about going. It's not too late PM. Thunder under our skin. Lightning all in our eyes. I like and you like, so we like. 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 Now we're the same but different. No, it ain't a problem. Yes, I'm glad we could talk. Thought that we'd be busy, we ain't busy at all. Much love to everyone for canceling plans. Here you are, here I am. Feeling superstitious about a beautiful thing. Crazy as it seems that you feel the same. Way too many thoughts that dance around in my brain. So I'll wrap my arms around you like you're all there. Yeah. All I know now, you are all I want. You are all I want. Here with you, just wanna be. Here with you, just wanna be. Here with you, just wanna be. Here with you,
A storyteller.
Old tight Gwenny in with us this evening. How you doing?
Yes, right there. I like you right there, I like you right there. Keep it right there, keep it right there. When you gon' give it up. When you gon' give it up.
Giving you a Gwenny melody inside.
And I am a storyteller. Deeper, deeper. Let's go.
3 minutes to the top of the hour. One more.
Trying to be divine.
When we come back, we keep the talks going with DJ sessions. In with me, DJ Jairzinho, right here on the Luvfreeness Radio Show.
That they can fly.
Big shouts out goes out to Donna Rose in with us this evening.
Just at the right time.
And also a big massive shout out goes out to the iLIVE management team inside.
They wonder why they're still searching for their souls. Trying to make peace with all the pieces that make them whole. They've been looking high and low, but they're still searching for their souls. Searching for their souls. Same womb, different spirit, one mind. Gemini defined by space, place, and rhyme. Could make a dollar grow about 1,000,000 times, or grow without a dollar in her pocket. The shine was magnetic. Whoever didn't have it had to get it. Energy was kinetic. Existence was pathetic. Living in every moment just like it was a blessing. Never listening to the doubt. The darkness suggested she flourished. Soul was well nourished, walking in the purpose, and the sacrifice was worth it. She was a daydreamer, strove for perfection, lived it like she felt this, or rejection was a lesson. It seemed a lesson, the likelihood she would repeat it. Fertile ground seeded, made a transition seamless. Walks amidst the monsters unscathed. Seemed they had a tame, cause they never knew her name. Knew her by the mask that she chose to claim, and so she wears the mask, yeah. She wears the mask. While she's searching, she's still searching for her soul. Trying to make peace with all the pieces that make it whole. She's been looking high and low. She's still searching for her soul. Searching for her soul. Searching for her soul. 1,000,000 times. But without a dollar in her pocket to shine, was magnetic. Whoever didn't have it had to get it. Energy was kinetic, existence was pathetic. Living in every moment just like it was a blessing, but never listening to the doubt that the darkness suggested. She flourished, soul was well nourished, walking in the purpose, and the sacrifice was worth it. She was a daydream, no need to strive for perfection.
This is Tiffany Michelle from Austin, Texas, and you're listening to iLIVE Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is Jermaine Robbins, and you're listening to iLIVE Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
This is Shay Solbright, and you're listening to iLIVE Radio, changing the way that you, I, and we listen to radio.
This is Tahira Memory, and you're listening to iLIVE Radio,
changing the way you listen to radio.
What's going on, guys? It's your girl YN Solo. You better turn that speaker up to the max because you're listening to iLive Radio.
iLive Radio.
iLive Radio. iLive Radio. iLive Radio.
iLive UK and Independent Hype, in conjunction with Groundbreaking, presents Soulfest Lounge UK on Thursday, the 26th of September 2019. This will be one night where you get given the soul, the whole soul, and nothing but the soul. The Hideaway opens its doors to UK's independent recording artist Shayla Prosper, and from Toronto, Canada, Ray Robinson. This night will be hosted by Shaq D from My Soul. Your music entertainment will be selected by DJs from Solar Radio, Raw Soul Radio Live, and Starpoint. Doors open at 7 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. Tickets available from allthew.hideawaylive.co.uk. Soulfest Lounge UK at The Hideaway. 2 Empire Muse, London, SW16 2BF. See you there.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
And welcome back inside. How's everyone's doing out there? So we're multitasking today. For all those that's tuned in to, I am definitely multitasking today. For those just tuned in on allthews.iliveradio.com/iLive-UK. Big respect. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget, you can download the app, the iLive app, all available from the iTunes Store and the Google Play Store. Also, listen to us via TuneIn. Simply type in iLive Radio UK. And don't forget, most importantly, check out the website, go through it, look at the DJ's profiles, the shows that's coming on, make yourself acquainted with each and everybody, because I'll tell you, over the next couple of weeks, months, you're going to need to know it, okay?
Yeah.
If you're online with us right now, we could have a talk with you. Come inside our chat room, our very own iLive Radio chat room. All you got to do is click on the website, allthews.iliveradio.com, and in the bottom left-hand corner, you will see something that says chat. Open that up and just start talking to us. Click on the iLive Radio and start talking. Yeah? So we've got DJ sessions in from Antigua via Canada, via St. Lucia, via the rest of the world.
No.
Yes.
Got it wrong. We've got DJ sessions in from Canada via Antigua.
Via St. Lucia, wherever you
went.
went.
1 week break in St. Lucia, a 3-day break in New York, back to Antigua, then here.
So you got any other movements that you need to be making that you haven't told us about?
I've got plenty of movements I would need to be making, but some people don't need to know that kind of thing because it's public forum, innit?
Okay, yeah, very true.
Right.
Very true.
You know, don't want anyone to know where I am.
Need to know.
I might pop up somewhere.
Just
like
look out,
Candyman.
Just look out for the iLive logo wherever you go around the world. Okay?
Just say iLive 3 times and I'll pop up.
Jeez.
Like the Candyman.
It's like that. Yeah, we're scared of the Candyman around here.
You better be.
So, what else have you got coming up in the next couple of months? What can we look forward to from iLive?
To be honest, we're making a few changes. Those changes will become apparent over on the Toronto side, so we're pretty excited about that. And really just helping the UK station grow, right? So that's really going to be my focus over the next 3 months.
So we're going to be doing lots of stuff within the community because, it's community based basically. So
sorry, I had to do the bat signal to the Facebook Live people. Shout out to the Facebook Live. So one of the really important things about iLive UK, one of the things we established in iLive Toronto is this whole interaction with the local community. So in the Canadian station, we partner with an organisation called the Community Creative, which is run by one of the iLive DJs, Sharisha. And then what we do is we collaborate on shows with her, and the proceeds go towards the money taken from that. The proceeds are used to create care packages we hand out to the homeless every quarter.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the really important messages I had when we first started iLive in Toronto is if we're not impacting our local community, there's no point doing it.
True.
Yeah. So it's all good doing all this music stuff, and it's all good doing all this kind of like, we're big bad iLive, we play great music and blah, 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 blah. But if you're not impacting your local community at some level, then it's pointless doing it.
Totally.
Right.
Totally.
So, and it's kind of expanded, because of doing the spot and bringing in musicians to perform live, which Sharisha did, it kind of grew everything else.
Okay.
So if you think about it, like the spot was really the incubator for everything that we've done from a live music perspective.
Indeed.
So, the Soulfest lounges, the Soulfest festivals, the shows we did, really spawned from what we did with Shrisha and kind of cut our teeth on that, right? So we've now established the model, not to cut you, mate. We've now established the model, and because we've now established the model, we kind of like have a template now we can kind of bring over here and know exactly what we need to do and when we need to do it and how to time it all. But to be clear, we are a community radio station, and when we talk about community, we're not talking about the whole of England, we're not talking about the whole of Europe. We're talking about the local community from where we broadcast. That's what we really want to integrate and partner with.
100%. And having said that, I still want to talk about the Soulfest Lounge and all the local artists. We're talking in our community and outside the community. We would like them to support what we are doing, come down, see what we're doing, and hopefully we can make some ties and network and join together in some kind of way where we here iLive UK can definitely help you. Again, it's all about the community.
This is true, but even though you said you're going to ask a question, but you didn't, you made a statement.
Yeah.
I know. I thought I'd just let everyone know that he made a statement, didn't ask a question. But so from the musical community inside of the UK, primarily in and around soul music, we really want to create a platform or a space or an event that includes all of you. So we're going to have big artists, we're going to have small artists. We've got a lot of good relationships now through all the stuff we've done with iLive over in Canada. So we're kind of leveraging those now to try and build out, the reputation's there. So we go ask people if they want to perform. They're pretty happy to say, yeah, we'll come perform. So
100%.
So that's what we're going to do. But on the other side is, we want to be able to partner with local organisations in and around the Tottenham area, because that's where we broadcast from.
Yeah.
Local businesses, etc. Bringing them onto the station, giving them some advertising, giving them some promotional, giving them some marketing, and try to grow that organically, right? We want to become a hub,
100%.
really, for everybody. So that's going to be my focus in helping these guys get there over the next 3 to 6 months. And eventually you can cut the umbilical cord and you'll be off.
Indeed. Run free, born free.
Never sing again on your show.
Listen,
Never.
I've been told that I got a great voice.
By who?
By loads of people.
Your missus.
No. I'm talking about the listeners out there. When I go into one, the listeners say you got a great voice.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So
I'm not going to do that tonight. In the meantime, between time,
don't cut me off. I want the Facebook Live people. Anyone that can confirm that Jairzinho's got a good voice, because I've heard him sing. He stayed at my house a few times in Canada. I know he's not capable.
Under the influence of liquor.
Do we have to go into that conversation?
No, we don't. Right, but I'm just saying, I've just said under the influence of liquor. Underline that and leave it right there. Stick that in a pot and just...
I like the way you just kind of cut off the conversation so I can't tell the truth, innit?
That's the truth.
Propaganda, Bridget.
That's the truth. Under the liquor.
All right.
Okay.
Get with some more music.
We're going to play some more music inside. This is a brand new EP that's out on the streets right about now. Send a big shout out goes out to Reggie Myrix and Noel Gordine. You know what I'm talking about. This is Black Butter Volume 1. Absolutely phenomenal tracks. If you do not have this at the present moment, do me a favor. Go out there and cop this.
What's up, people? This is Noel Gordine, and I just stopped by to big up my man, DJ Jairzinho, who always supports independent artists.
Hey, y'all. It's music producer Reggie Marks. And right now you're listening to some of the best independent soul music from around the world with my man, DJ Jairzinho.
I just love freeness.
Rise and gloom today. I feel broken. My mind is aching. Pray and give it away. I make choices, don't get many right. Wrong is all I know. Pressure's like whoa. Release before I blow. It feels like all I've done sets me back again. And it feels like the more I run, the world keeps closing in. I can't breathe, I can't believe this path was laid for me. No better days, it's a stone's throw away. Impossible to see. Struggling, babe. struggling, yeah. To make tomorrow better than today. I'm struggling, babe. There's gotta be a better way. I'm struggling. I'm caught up in the struggle every day. Woke up, same old same, wishing my life would change. This dead-end job, I'm 2 strikes in, I'm taking half the blame. I'm a good man, a damn good man, got to lose in hand. Am I destined to fall and keep falling over and over and over again? It feels like all I've done sets me back again. And it feels like the more I run, the world keeps closing in. I can't breathe, I can't believe this path was laid for me. No better days, it's a stone's throw away. Impossible to see, yeah. Struggling, babe. Struggling every day. Struggling, yeah. To make tomorrow better than today. I'm struggling, babe. There's gotta be a better way. I'm struggling. Caught up in the struggle every day. I feel like I'm miles on the wheel, trying to catch my tail. I feel like a rat in a rat race, but it feels like I'm standing still. It's like I'm caught inside the matrix with no belief, strength or will. I feel like I'm drowning, sinking deeper, so I swim and hope to take a turn for the better. Struggling, babe. Struggling every day. Struggling, yeah. To make tomorrow better than today. I'm struggling, babe. There's gotta be a better way. I'm struggling. Caught up in the struggle every day.
Just underneath us, just gone, Adrian Indigo, a track entitled Summer Love. 2019 press, that one. And we're going to talk about that in just a little while. But before that, we had Reggie Myricks presents Noel Gordin's Struggling. off the EP Black Butter Volume 1.
Are you nervous, my friend? It's like you're nervous.
Don't forget, go out there and cop that, okay? Big up Reggie, big up Noel Gordon. They're going to be chopping up with me like they did a couple of weeks ago. They're going to be back right here on iLive UK very, very soon. So going back to the previous track that I was playing, and we was off air. Or muted.
Well, we were off air for the radio.
It was muted.
Yeah, for the radio.
And for the radio. And DJ Session said something that was very, very important. What was it you said?
I don't think it's important. What I said is that I love indie soul music. I really do. Like, I'm a champion for it, right? I really am. But at the same time, I hate indie soul music.
Why?
Because there's so much of it. I'm looking from a radio station programming perspective, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before you had limited music coming out on limited record labels, so you kind of had a little bit more controlled. Mm-hmm. But now, with the advent of the internet, it's like, it's just coming from all over the place. So someone like your show, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, for me, for a track to really stick, you got to continually play it on rotation until it kind of fades out. You know what I mean? You got to run it for 2-3 months.
Very true.
But if you did that with a lot of the tracks that you select in your show, like even if like 25% of the tracks you do that to, you're going to miss like 200% of tracks that are going to come past you that you won't even be able to get to.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's this really fine balancing act, I think, when it comes to what you play and what you put forward. Like, some things you're just going to miss.
Yeah, no. And that is very true. There's a lot of stuff out there that I've actually picked up and haven't played. It's just gone by, because unless you're doing a show that is constant 5 days a week or 7 days a week, yes, you're going to miss it.
But that's my point. Like, if you've got enough music that you can fill out 5 days and don't play back a track, there's a problem.
Yeah.
There's a problem. There's a problem for the artist, right?
Yeah.
Like, how is it not a problem for the artist? Like, essentially, their track's going to get played once on your radio show.
Yeah. However, personally, I try my damnedest to rotate the artist every 4 weeks, let's say.
Okay, so let's take your method that you just said, right?
Yeah.
Every 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks, their track gets played.
Apart from that, so it will get played every 4 weeks, but what I make sure, if I've played a brand new track inside my show, I make sure that gets put into the iLive rotation playlist. So at least it's still getting played at some point via iLive.
This is true, and we do, and Jairzinho and Lucia kind of curate the playlist for us and do a fantastic job in the automation, right? But once again, you know, we've got thousands of songs up there.
Yeah,
now,
of course.
And if you're rotating them, some of those tracks won't come back.
Yeah,
for a good while,
for a good while, yeah.
So programming is really, really important. So that's why I love and I hate the indie soul scene right now, because there's just so much content out there that how can you possibly get to it? Some stations have kind of, you know, tried to address that by specializing in indie soul music, like Raw Soul.
Yeah.
But then from a programming perspective, you kind of got to do it in a way that every single one of your DJs don't play back the same tracks.
That's right.
But then the tracks they do play, they have to play on a consistent basis. It's like a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, if you've got something like a chart show, or the station says, right, these are the 4 tracks that every single show has to play regardless, I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get tracks known, and that's how you get tracks broken.
Yeah.
You know? So there's just way too many.
There is. No, I
actually, right now.
I absolutely do agree with you. There is too many, and you can't hit everything. So I've even had to turn down certain artists and say, why are you not playing my track regular?
You do one show a week.
I do one show a week. Yeah. Can't do it.
Yeah,
but consistent listening on iLive, you know, it spins round and you get it in there. So.
You get it in there. So I guess one of the challenges, I think, for any modern radio station that doesn't want to work on the traditional rules of radio, which is high rotation tracks and gets paid in every single show, essentially start playlisting your DJs. You know, you kind of got to find a way to try and highlight some of this music on a consistent basis for a length of time, so people can get used to hearing it,
right?
Get used to absorbing it, get to like it before you start to kind of like bring in the new stuff. It's a very Shayla's here. Hey Shayla,
what's up, Shayla?
Jason Henry, iLive Radio Toronto CEO, Jairzinho Morris, because you've never seen us. Well, not live anyway. Seen pictures of us, right? So, I think it's it's a real challenge, right? And it's something I've been trying to wrap my head around about for oh my god, like for the last year. How do we build a formula where artists with certain tracks or certain tracks we really champion get the leverage in our content that allows it to kind of have that stickability. So that's the reason why I made a joke about that new artist you played.
No, I hear that.
That, ain't gonna hear about her again. You're like, well, yeah, we will also be big for such and such and such. But
no, you make a very good point.
It's interesting, right?
It's very interesting. Listen, if you've got a view about it, hit us up, let us know. I'd like someone to actually challenge what he's saying. And the reason why I'm not challenging because I actually agree with what he's saying. There is far too many and you can't get to everybody. But, someone might beg to differ and feel that, well, yeah, you can.
Well, there's been this big debate, and I wish Gwenny was still on this particular on the Facebook chat.
Yeah.
But there's been this particular debate going on with the IBA, the International Broadcast Association in the US, and there seems to be this kind of like divide between US programming for independent soul and UK programming for independent soul.
Okay.
But the way I'm looking at the way the US are doing it with the IBA, the way they're doing it now, it appears like it's almost like a payola system.
All right.
Right? Meaning that if you come to us and you consult through us for a certain person, then your music is going to get distributed to the IBA, and then the IBA will turn around and say, this is a track we're kind of pushing to those associated stations, and then they get their figures back and they put it into a chart, which makes sense, right? Yeah, but at the same time, people might turn around and say, well, you're really like handcuffing
the
DJs, right?
100%.
But
there's no freedom.
But that's the problem, right? The problem is the freedom. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, explain.
All right, so you go and you've got like how many records? You got 5,000 tracks on your laptop, right?
Okay.
And you might get 100 or 200 tracks every couple of weeks.
True.
Right? You've only got a 2-hour show.
Right.
Right? At 5 minutes, 3 or 4 minutes per track, you're only going to get through a certain amount of tracks.
Indeed, yeah.
All right? And then you still got the rest of that stuff that you just got in new that you got to play.
Yeah.
Right? So the freedom comes at a price. Meaning you're always shifting.
I follow you.
You're always shifting what you're playing, and the really good tracks that should get some longevity
is not getting it.
It's not getting the longevity, right? There's no sticking power, right? What's up, Jarrell? So one thing, artists will always talk about, radio stations playing their music, and DJs will be like, well, they're gonna give me a drop, etc. Well, cool, they give you a drop. You play their track, maybe 1 week, maybe 2. And then it drops off because a new set of tracks come on.
Very true.
Where's the value for the artist?
Yeah, there isn't no consistent value.
There's no consistent value for the artist. So I think it's a problem that people ignore because they think new is good.
Yeah.
And new is great.
Yeah.
And new is what we need to do every single time. And the artists are almost following that same track. Like, I've got to get something out, I've got to get something out, I've got to get something out, I've got to get something out.
The pressure, it turns back to them exactly because it's like a vicious circle.
It becomes a circle.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I'm all for new music. I am.
Yeah.
But I'm also for making sure a good track gets the play it deserves so people can get used to hearing it. Right? You know what I mean? Because that's what encourages people to become fans and go look for the rest of their music.
True.
Right? The artist that you told me about earlier,
yep.
I've forgotten her name already.
Adrian Indigo.
I know, but I've forgotten her name already.
Yeah.
Right. Do you understand?
Simple as that. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. So, I see Shayla agrees what I'm saying. All right. And that's the biggest challenge for independent internet radio. Without the constraints of traditional radio where you get a person that the programmer kind of playlists and say, this is what we're pushing, it becomes this kind of like free-for-all.
So how do you feel with what Spotify is doing at the present moment and encouraging people to make these playlists? Do you think that adds value or gets the unknown artists, independent artists known out there? What's your thoughts behind that?
Spotify?
Yeah.
Listen, Spotify, their directors and their owners of Spotify are multi-billionaires right now. They don't care what you do. The more playlists people make, the more stuff people do inside Spotify.
No, I understand that. For
let
them,
me finish what I said, Brethren.
Okay.
Right? So for the people that run Spotify, they don't care.
Right.
Because all they care about is the advertising dollars that are coming in through the clicks.
Indeed.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
We have these many eyeballs now, pay us more money to advertise on our platform.
Yeah.
Right? If you want to listen to and be able to roll back something back because it's now become the place to listen to music, now you're starting to get charged. You know, you get charged now for getting onto Spotify. So they're getting revenue from both sides. Do they really care about the music?
No, I don't think they care about the music at all.
It's about the money.
Yeah.
Right? 100%. They found a model that works. They've done tons of investment.
That's right.
You know what I mean? They didn't make any money at the beginning because they knew the payoff. But eventually, when they get the eyeballs on there, they become the de facto streaming platform.
Totally.
It's going to give them all the cash that they require, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, of course, Spotify is going to be like, we're gonna champion the music. We're going to brand your music. We're going to give you this. We're going to give you that. So the illusion that's created is that I have to go to Spotify, put my music up to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
But you're going to come across the same nonsense that you get everywhere else, right? You are one in a million tracks that are hitting Spotify every day.
Right.
It's close to 1 million tracks a day.
Yeah.
It's getting uploaded to Spotify or being linked to Spotify.
Easily.
Right? So you're going to get lost in that shuffle anyway. So what people now do is that you've got curators or influencers or playlist creators that say, okay, I've got 50,000 people following me on my playlist.
Yeah.
Right? Get onto my playlist, it's going to guarantee you 50,000 listeners. Right? Because it's based on the influence that they have within Spotify. This is also not true and is also not correct. It's not true. Because we tried it.
Yeah, no, very true.
Right, we tried it. We put a Ray Robinson track on an influencer's playlist.
Yeah.
And saw how many extra plays he got rather than putting it out ourselves. And it was like maybe a 10% rise.
Oh, word.
Do you understand? But we paid money.
That's right.
To do it,
yeah.
Do you follow? So, you know what my answer is? Screw all this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I miss the days of MySpace, which was dedicated to music.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I look at someone like TrackSource. TrackSource is dedicated to
even
house music.
Even like Reverberation.
Reverb Nation was an offshoot from MySpace.
By MySpace,
right?
yeah.
We're less of the social media piece.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But Reverb Nation, once again, is one big platform that goes across multi-genres.
That's right.
But if you look at the success of TrackSource, right? TrackSource specializes in house music.
That's right.
They curate all their curators are established figures within the the house music
industry,
community.
yeah.
Right? So why doesn't someone with a bit of knowledge and a bit of money dedicate something to independent soul and become the one-stop shop and pull all your crap off everything else because you're not making anything from it?
That would make a lot of sense.
Then you become this one-stop shop for streaming, for purchasing, for information, for news, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can start to get a bit more control about what's happening, right? And then you can then have some controls about, what kind of content gets submitted to that platform. Like Jarrell just said, not everything new is good.
Yeah. And you're right, and he's totally right.
Yeah. And that's because the shift in the music industry, you've got technology that allows you to make music really easily. You can record it in your house.
Yeah.
You can master it in your house.
Yeah.
And you can release it.
One-stop shop.
Right? It's a one-stop shop. And you put it out there and you're like, it might jump, it might not jump. But that's just another track that's out there and another track that's out there, another track that's out there because they're going to keep putting out content until something pops off. If it doesn't pop off, it doesn't pop off. Right? But more content's being pushed out there, right? It's just a really interesting conundrum, and I don't think it's anything that can be solved overnight.
You raise a very valid and very interesting point.
There you go. I have my moments.
So, if you've just tuned in, which you shouldn't have because you're missing it all, DJ Sessions.
Dropping knowledge
right here on the Luvfreeness Radio Show. And he's in from Canada via Antigua, via the rest of the world. But you're going to be hearing a lot more from him. He's here for a little while. We are going to drop another track right about now. New or old? I'm going to let you guys decide how this track goes down.
Hey, Peace. Peace to the cold weather. Peace, 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 peace. Peace to all the darkness. You wanna know why it's peace? Well, here it is. Heat's off hiatus, putting to work what the gym membership made us. Sun people anthem, sun rays sprayed up her melanin. Any wish you want, I'm gonna grant them. Rain on vacays, the water's in the pool. The block is hot, but not cause someone acting a fool. Just a good day like O'Shea usually has. Cars sliding by with the sound on blast. And that's because Jeff and Mick once again got the blend of all summer's picks. Don't front, you know they got your eyes half open like the squint on Clint East. Head bopping got you a piece of the sun. Hey yo, everyone pull out the green and the plastic. We need the food for the grill with the drinks to wash down the meal as this mixtape radiates the classics. What's the time? It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer. Stay live, y'all. It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer. Stay live, y'all. It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer. Stay live, y'all. It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer.
I'm usually in the background whenever it's fall, and in the winter I'm not around at all. But in the spring I come back around, and in the summer I run to town.
Now there go, summertime hits, define the flow. Sun rays penetrate thoughts, you kinda go in mode to BBQs, and in these shoes you made the whole outfit connect. Cash check and plastic, stretch your last dollar's elastic and put her in a cab home. She gon' talk about Mick and Jazzy Jeff's mix alone. Had her melting like push pops and toasted almonds. Charming, ring the alarm. The charming monotone had the sum of the shit since the Fresh Prince. Wet behind the years, the summer's first kiss had a young prince popping in breath mints. Shiny new BMX bikes graduated to the likes of Camaros. 69 eyes on the sparrow. Sun goddess and God, sample a taste of magnificence.
What's the time? It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer. Stay live, y'all. It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer. Stay live, y'all. It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer. Stay live, y'all. It's time for the summer. What's the time? It's time for the summer.
There we go. Now this track here, De La Soul featuring Ebony Joy, produced by the great Jazzy Jeff alongside Eric Law. Now, I don't even know if this is a new or old track. It's a track that I actually never heard. Did you get to hear a little bit of that? You know the track? Is it a new or old track? It's an old track. See, now, this is the point that he's actually making. So, I've never heard it before, but it dropped in my lap recently. So, again, if music's not being played consistently, you're going to miss out. There's so much music out there. If it's not playing consistently, you're going to miss it. And great music like that was just played there. Time for the Summer, De La Soul featuring Ebony Joy, produced by Jazzy Jeff and Eric Law, is, you know, we just need to be playing it a lot more, basically. So these tracks get a lot of listenership and notice out there. Okay, so DJ Sessions is here. We're chopping up in the background and playing music at the same time. Hope so you enjoy that. We have 25 minutes to the hour of 11 o'clock. DJ Sessions still with us. How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. I'm talking a lot.
Tonight you are talking a lot.
I'm talking a hell of a lot. Shout out to Kerry Ando.
So, and big shouts out to all the Facebook live listeners that's with us, multitasking, doing it over there and doing it right here on all the iLiveradio.com. Okay, so I tell you,
mad.
Yeah. So we spoke about what's happening with the Soulfest retreat that you set up in Antigua. Fabulous. You spoke about what's happening over in Toronto with iLive Music and what you've got forward coming with iLive UK itself. So busy time ahead. When do you get time for you?
What?
when do you get time for you?
What do you mean when I get time for me?
Yeah. So
I haven't had time for me for the last 5 years.
For 5 years?
5 years.
Okay. And the reason is because of the passion that you've got for this brand that you're building right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, once my foot got set on the path of what we needed to do, it really became a case of, you know, there was a point where I said, you know, why am I even bothered doing this? This is stupid, right? But it was important because when I started to look at how Toronto started to impact the lives of the DJs and the lives of people around them, I think really the telling point was when we had the iLIVE t-shirts, and then people started coming back to me, presenters started coming up to me and saying, I was on the train or I was on the street the other day, and someone says, oh, I know someone's on your station. I listen to you guys.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I love what you're doing. Then you start to realize that what you're doing is important.
Making an impact.
And then you have someone has to be the sacrificial lamb, right?
Of course.
Someone has to sit there and say, you know what? I will take the hit. I will put in the work. I will take in the effort to build it out. Like, we could have stuck as a radio station only, and been happy with that. But I see something bigger than the radio station.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Understand that iLIVE wasn't built as a radio station. So if anyone thinks that iLIVE came about because we wanted to do a radio station.
Talk about it. Go into it, not too much depth, but go and elaborate a little bit more on that, because it's true. When I go out, a lot of people just see iLIVE as just a radio station, but it's definitely not that.
No.
It's a vehicle. But anyway, you elaborate on that. Sorry.
All right. So I'm going to be completely honest with all listeners and the people on Facebook Live.
Yeah.
When I came to Canada, and I looked, and Canada and Toronto especially, if anyone's ever been to Toronto and spent any time there, they have this brilliant festival season that starts in May, ends in September. You've got more festivals that you can go to, right? And every other form of music is covered in these festivals. All the festivals are covered: jazz, reggae, soca, country and western. It didn't rock. It didn't matter. Like you know, EDM, all that kind of stuff. The one festival that they didn't have was a soul music festival, right? And granted, you know, so what? They don't have a soul music festival. But the interesting thing is the number of artists that come out of Toronto scene that are soul music artists.
Okay.
But they're marketed as US artists overseas. Like I never knew Slacker was a Canadian artist. I didn't know Glenn Lewis was a Canadian artist. I didn't know Melanie Fione was a Canadian artist. Like there's a ton of Canadian artists that do soul music, love soul music,
but
that come out of Canada.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't know overseas. And inside Canada, they're unknown.
And that's true. It's not until actually I got over there and saw how the scene was, and you showed me, well, this person, where are they from? And I'm directly saying, from America or wherever it may be. But no, they're right there in Canada.
Right. So my whole theory was, my whole goal was to create a soul music festival.
Yeah.
But then I listened to radio and realized that radio doesn't play soul music, right? So I said, well, I have to build a platform to be able to present these artists in a way that then they can get people can listen to them and hear them. Hence was born the idea of iLIVE Radio. The iLIVE Radio was just a stepping stone to what the final thing was going to be, which was the festival.
Yeah.
Now, that was a 5-year plan. Well, we did the festival in year 2.
Year
2.
Yeah.
Year 2. We did the festival in year 2 after we started. So we were way ahead of plan. It was the right time to do it. And then we did the festival again, and we did a bunch of shows in between. So now iLIVE as an organization in Canada, at least, is seen as, live music and radio. Less so radio now, more live music.
That's right.
All right. So there's a means to an end. It's not the end itself. Yeah. Right. So, I was kind of perfecting the model in terms of how I was going to do it. And if I can do it in Canada and work out all the pieces that I needed in a market that doesn't support the music, it's going to be easier in a market that does.
Of course.
So the overreaching plan was always to do something in the UK and create a conduit between the two, where artists can go from Canada to England and England to Canada and do shows. We have to build something in Canada to be able to do that.
Okay.
All right. So that's what iLive is really about.
There you have it.
Well, there you go, innit?
Deal from
there
the horse's mouth
radio
itself.
station.
If you want to drop us a line and you want to get some more information, or yourself want to give us what your feedback, please do drop us a line. Info, that's INFO at iLiveRadio.com. We are more than willing to take on your feedback, your ideas on how you feel. Independent music itself, us as a radio station, moving forward, we want to get your feedback on what needs to be done within the community around the world. So it's not about being segregated. It's all about doing things with each other. So, drop us a line. Any ideas that you may have, info at iLiveRadio.com. Okay?
I just want to add, and just to echo what you were saying, that's why it was really important for us to build the partnerships for the first Soulfest Lounge.
Yeah.
Right? Because the word on the road was iLive was coming to the UK to take over. Do you understand? And we're not about that. Anyone that's worked with us know we're about being inclusion, not exclusion.
100%.
Right? So it was really important for us, or for me, to establish relationships and reach out to these organizations and these entities and these broadcast media entities and say, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to absorb the risk monetarily of it because we believe in it. But we'd like you guys to come in as partners to help us mold it and grow it. Right? And it's interestingly, it's very mixed reaction.
Yeah, it's
right?
very mixed.
Some people are like, yeah, I'm there. I get it.
Yeah.
Others were like, who you would think would be like, you know what? Yeah, I'm about the music. We're about growing it. Were the ones that kind of stood off and went, well, not really. We're not really about that. But really, what they're doing is just standing up and waiting.
Yeah, and do you know what? It's a sad thing, and I don't want to be negative, but I find a lot of people wait in the peripherals and the sidelines until something's established. Well, you know what? I'm going to let them get on with it until such and such a time. Okay, right. They're rising. They're making a mark out there. Then they want to jump on board.
Well, people don't want to be associated to failure. They want to be associated to success. But to me, a mark of true entrepreneurship is that you can't be afraid to fail.
You can't be afraid to fail. And when you do fail, you dust yourself down.
You learn your lesson. You learn your
lesson.
lesson. You get back up.
100%.
You know what I mean? Like we did 2018 Soulfest.
Yeah.
And we made mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we made some major mistakes, which cost us a lot of money, right?
Learning curve.
But in terms of the management of the show and how it was presented, it was fantastic. But we missed out on a marketing opportunity.
Yeah.
And we did it at the wrong time of the year. And there's lots of politics in and around that. But you learn from that experience, as painful as it was. And I'm not afraid to fail. That's one thing I can tell you right now. I don't care. I will fall flat on my face and scrape up my forehead.
Likewise.
Yeah, I'll just get myself up, put plaster on, I'll carry on.
Carry on. That's how we do around here. I love UK, ladies and gentlemen. I tell you, it's a pleasure. DJ Sessions dropping in and giving us his knowledge.
Listen,
I tell you,
I want the Clue bomb next time, you know. You understand? DJ Clue. What's going on, son? I want the Clue bomb.
Definitely. Okay, so we got about just under 15 minutes left of myself, DJ Jairzinho, the Luvfreeness Radio Show, and my guest has dropped in, DJ Sessions here in the UK. Hopefully, those that's in the UK, you'll get to see him at some point. And he's stay around here. Okay. Oh yeah. We'll let people know about that as time
you
goes
won't.
by.
No, you won't.
We're not. Oh, okay. Whatever. Right. So let's do some of this then, shall we?
It's what you've been waiting for. It's what you've been waiting for.
It's Thursday, Lady Seduction.
The lady seduction selection.
Lady seduction selection.
Lady seduction selection.
The lady seduction selection.
This is the ladies seduction selection.
Broke your heart. I didn't mean to do it. Should've told you from the start. my ego blew it. Girl, you're so special, more precious than a pot of gold. And I've been so neglectful, when all you needed me was to hold you. Well, I was in the club throwing dollars, yeah. He was in the bed making you holler. I was bringing nothing but the drama, bringing nothing but the drama. My evil ways and my evil ways. Oh, I wasn't handling my business. I need to handle my business. I need to handle my business. 'Cause she was handling my business.
Fire, baby.
Girl, I can't explain where we went wrong. All I know is that my world's gone. I never paid attention to you crying out, and now you say the tears are drying out. What am I to do, 'cause I love you still? You see that what I wouldn't do, he will. Girl, I'm so caught up in my feelings. Now the table's turned, I need some healing. Well, I was in the club throwing dollars. Oh, he was in the bed making you holler. Bringing nothing but the drama. With all my evil ways and my baby mama's business. I wasn't handling my business. I need to handle my business. I need to handle my business. She was handling my business. I was so wrong, 'cause I left you all alone. But two wrongs don't make it right. Girl, why we gotta fight every night? I know I led you straight to his bed, but I gotta admit it's messing with my head. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, why me? Oh, why, oh, why me? Well, I was in the club throwing dollars. He was in the bed making you hide, making you. Well, I was bringing nothing but the drama. Oh, I was bringing nothing but the ways in my baby mama's business. I wasn't handling my business. Ooh, I wasn't handling my business. 'Cause she was handling my business. He was doing everything that I do. Well, I was in the club throwing dollars. He was in the bed making you holler. Well, I was bringing nothing but the drama. With all my evil ways and my baby mama's business. I wasn't handling my someone else. I need to handle my business. I need to handle my business. She was handling my business. You were doing everything I was supposed to do.
Hey, this is Taiwan, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. The radio.
Yeah, I'm back. Lonnie B. Let's go. Yeah. Now I'ma grab some racks and clean my ride, because I know when I'm done that they gon' ride, because they know about the kid. They wanna see how I live and everything that I do. See, it's a must that is big, 'cause I remember when the girls used to pass me by and they would shrug and walk away when all I said was hi. But OMG, how things change. They see that nothing's the same. I got the key to my city and they gon' tell you the same. I got the juice now. See me in the club, in it all, throw my money, 'cause it all full of stuff. I got the juice now. See me in that truck, and they sell all my shows, and they because they know I got the juice. I got the juice, got the juice, I got juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got the juice, I got juice, I got the juice now. I got the juice, I got 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 juice. Oh, girl says she feeling me. Her friend like that's Lonnie B. She like is that Lonnie B. brand new freak of this R&B. I seen them before from magazines and them TV screens. They call them the weatherman. Rose showers from VIP. So look at the reds, look at the feds. Man, I'm so mean. Look at my bitch. Titties on flag. You know how to be. If you ask about Lonnie B, well, he is I and I am he. When you mention Lonnie B, that's Mr. J-U-I-C-E. Genius. I got the juice now. Let me just go ahead and let this track ride on out. Lonnie B. Juice. I want to take this time to give a shout out to True Soul, Good Love, Buck, T-Spitz, Tyree. You done did it, y'all. Hey, Ma, go to work. Stop trying to lay there and get like to work, but you know what I feel, because if my son had the juice, I probably never work too. Hey, they say it's gonna be a cold winter, so that means we ain't even gonna talk about it. Just
the sounds
we about to go to Costa Rica or something like that.
of Lonnie B. Yeah, a familiar rhythm track that some people know. Juice. Lonnie B. 2017 Slow Jam. This is for the ladies right about now. The ladies seduction selection where we take it all the way down to the ground. We've got about 5 minutes less. We're chopping up here with DJ Sessions. Want to thank you very, very much for passing in. Well, you're not even passing by. You are.
I'm back. I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm doing a show next week Sunday.
I'm
doing a rare groove show next week Sunday right here. Soul Expressions, one day.
Jeez.
Boom. Come in and do
now,
it and leave.
Now you hit me around my head with that one.
Absolutely. Of course I want to do a show. How can I not do a show in the studio that, is an offshoot of
there
Toronto?
Don't
be stupid.
You heard it from the horse's mouth. He's going to be here doing
Also,
a show.
don't forget, midnight tonight, EST. Zoe releases his new album tonight.
Hey, look out for that, people.
And that's an artist we champion, right? As an individual and as a person, I love him to death.
Yeah.
But his music is so different to everything else. He does him. He's a bit like Omar. He does what he wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
And his album comes up tonight. And if you checked out the one we did with Devin Morrison, little badass track. But compared to the rest of the tracks, man, when you hear track one,
it's gonna blow my mind.
Gonna blow your mind.
All right, cool. DJ Sessions, I want to thank you once again for being here, man.
For what?
For being here.
Why?
Coming and dropping the knowledge. Listeners out there.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me, DJ Jairzinho. I appreciate your professionalism in the wake of my commentary on the side. It's very, very difficult, I know.
The FB listeners have been,
I want the Clue Bomb, bruv. That's what I want next. So you have to get DJ Clue Bomb.
Don't worry, we'll get that. We'll get that.
You have to get the Funk Master Flex or DJ Clue Bomb. Drop
one
the bomb
of them,
on
any
them.
one of them.
Just not the Westwood one, though.
No.
All right,
don't do
a Westwood one.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's drop one more, then we're going to say our final goodbyes. We're out of here until next week, or until DJ Sessions throws down on these very special soul expressions right here on iLive UK.
Boom.
As I look inside your eyes, baby, girl, I feel so hypnotized, yeah. 'Cause our love is so divine, yeah. Just take some time to learn to love, yeah, and condition my mind, baby. How deep is your love? cooking dinner in our kitchen, baby. I love you, but I'm not sure how you're feeling lately. I want the truth, no pressure, do you feel the same? Don't worry, babe, cause you're my heart and brain. Don't work your brain, worry about this gap in age. Wanna wake you up, be right there when your day gets rough. These are the things that I need to know. How deep is your love?